Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today's video is gonna be a little bit of an awesome one because it's a different type of team that I could not find unless I didn't search properly. But I could not find this team on the Deadwood Jedi website, and that is a variation of the paineater. The paineater is normally the clan boss team that uses Maneater plus Warcaster to do the, the Unkillable team, so that you can, last 50 turns and do as much damage as you possibly can. However, I was trying to look around to see if I can find something with Mashaled or if I can find something with Seeker, and honestly, I found a video from Scratch It Again. Scratch had that video, but it only worked for Ultra Nightmare, the variation that he has shown, and again it was something shown by somebody else from the community. But I kept looking on YouTube and I randomly came across the actual team that I was looking for, and from what I've seen, he has the variation with Seeker as well, but the ones that we're going to show today is the one with Mashaled. So it's going to be Maneater, Warcaster, Mashaled, and 2 DPS champions. So the video that I'm talking about is by Bruno Barbosa. I'm gonna link this YouTube video in my pinned comment and the description, so you guys can go and show me some love, because you know what, I always like to give credit where credit is due. I don't like to take credit for myself for a team that I did not come up with. So I found the team and the speeds and the variation in this one, then I tweaked it a little bit for myself and I came up with the team. So the team, like I said, is the one using Mashaled, Maneater, Warcaster. Then I use Dracomorph, and for the last slot I use Skullcrusher or Septimus. Like, it all depends because it has some tricky ways around it. So what I'm gonna show you first is, let me show you the presets. I'm gonna have to go in a dungeon because you know what, I'll use both the keys. So let's go over here and let's have a look at the presets. So when it comes to the presets, it's pretty simple. Like, for example, if you Septimus, just make sure he does his A2, he doesn't like to do it. For Dracomorph, make sure he prioritizes A3. Again, he might not do it sometimes if there's only weaken or decreased defense, so make sure he prioritizes this one. For the sake of Mashaled, I locked his A3 because I don't really need a hit reduction to be in there. This one hits decently hard, but I prefer the hit reduction all, and I prefer to have all the poisons from Draco, and then priority the A2. Maneater, first priority the A3, second priority the A2. Warcaster, lock his A2 and prioritize the A3, and then, from there it goes how it goes. But it all has certain presets for so it has one preset for Ultra Nightmare, it has one preset for Nightmare, and it has a different preset for Nightmare Spirit. You need to do a different, unfortunately it's not a full auto one, but still, if you have these champions, you're trying to do 2-key Ultra Nightmare, you know what, even has the 1-key potential if you have the right gear. This account did not have the strongest gear. I could barely hit 255 speed on Maneater with close to 100% crit rate. So you're gonna see the damage that this team did on Ultra Nightmare. That's what I recorded. I'm gonna show you, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna discuss about that. I'm gonna show you the, the links that I use myself. I'm gonna show you the presets. So see you in a bit, guys. we are back. So look at this damage. We actually did 40.5 million damage on Ultra Nightmare. It's nothing too crazy, but it's a 2-key team. At the same time, this one can do a 1-key on Nightmare, but I'm not sure the preset works on Brutal. But honestly, on Brutal, if you have these champions, you can just put them in there, maybe even remove Warcaster, bring somebody else, just rely on the leech and the damage, and you can do 21 million pretty easily. The whole idea is, we did this damage on Ultra Nightmare on Magic, which for the sake of this team is the worst possible affinity, because you know what, we have 2 Void, 2 Spirit and 1 Magic. The 2 Spirit champions obviously are not going to do as much damage as they would do on other affinities. We still had decent damage of 6.3 from Septimus, almost 19 million Dracomore, 5 million Mashald, 5.5 million Maneater, and 4.6 million from Warcaster. The whole idea is, what I would suggest, for example, and what would be best to be used in this team, is instead of Septimus to have an ally attacker. And for the sake of this team specifically, the best one would be, what's his name, Farrakhan the Fat. The reason for that is, on Magic Affinity, you take the first stun. So because there's no other Spirit Affinity DPS, he's going to be the one taking the stun. And if that happens, the team goes out of tune, you might need to do some weird, quirky other stuff, and it's not going to work. But if you have in the Dracomore spot, you have somebody like an Anax, or somebody like Fane, then you're fine. You make sure that they're in front, you make sure the Mashald has, I put Steadfast as a mastery, and then you can use whoever you want as an ally attacker. So the best one over here would be, instead of Septimus, to be an ally attacker or a counter-attack champion to pump out as much damage as possible. If you have a Lonatharo from the previous fusion, use Lonatharo, his Spirit Affinity, he's gonna take the stun, he's gonna bring you the ally attack and some other buffs. That's gonna be perfect. So one thing that you need to keep in mind, like I said, on Ultra Nightmare, on Magic, make sure Mashaled does not take the first stun. After the first stun, you're covered, you're good to go. You need to survive just till like turn 6, I think. Let me see. Let me look again, because I have the preset here. I'm going to link these two as well, the Ultra Nightmare and the Nightmare ones. I'm going to link them, and I'm going to put them in the description so you guys can check them out in case you want to tweak, test out. Make sure you check the speeds, put a lot of steals, put the speed sets, everything, because otherwise it's gonna change. So over here you need to make sure that you survive. Let me see. Yeah, you survive up until turn 4. So you need to take a few AoEs. So if somebody's too squishy, on turn 3 they might die. Like Fane might die, so be careful about that. Septimus almost died, but still, we're fine. It worked. It's pretty good. The next thing that I want to mention is the fact that, like I said, for the sake of making this one work the best, you kind of want to have specific masteries. Like, especially I recommend, okay, I didn't go on Mashal because I wanted to get Steadfast to make sure that he's not taking the stun, or to try and make sure that he's not taking the stun. But for everybody else that we used in the team, you want to try and make sure you go down the support tree and get the retribution, because not on the first AoE but on the second AoE we take damage, we lose this amount of HP, and we're gonna heal up to full most of the time because of the leech that we place with Mashald. If you don't care about that leech at all, then do not build accuracy on Mashaled, just straight up give him as much damage as possible. I keep calling Mashaled, all the names. But yeah, it's like, you decide. If you want to have this leech to heal back up, so you have a higher chance of casting those retributions, do that. If not, don't build any accuracy on him, just give him as much damage as possible, because you can still heal up with the, what's it called, with the Life Drinker and with Warmaster. Let's have a quick look at the speed. So basically the speed that we run is 255 on Maneater. So from what I've seen here on Bruno's video, the range is between 254 to 270. I'm gonna post these ones. You know what? I'm gonna post even these ranges, and you know, you guys do it yourself. See what's the best speeds that you can use. But like I said, make sure if you do this, make sure you account for a lot of steals, speed sets, perceptions, everything, because otherwise it can go out of tune, and you know what? You're gonna come back and be like, oh, it doesn't work. Always be careful about those things. So I'm just gonna quickly go through the builds, because like I said, I'm gonna have the speeds from that one posted in the description, so you can go through there. But this is Mashaled's build, 191, decent 100% crit rate, some damage. You can see that there's nothing too crazy. His masteries, obviously you're gonna want Warmaster on everybody, unless it's somebody that's a triple hitter, then you want Giant Slayer. Then masteries for Dracomores, you know, for Dracos is basically specific unkillable masteries, especially for the sake of somebody that is unkillable, with the retribution gate, you're doing extra damage. Then he's running at 210 speed, with the accuracy and his debuffs. Again, nothing too crazy, not, you know, no high-end builds. Septimus, he's running at 209 speed, 100% crit rate, crit damage, decent attack, still can be a lot more. Again, standard masteries over here for the sake of Unkillable. Then Warcaster, same masteries, Maneater, same masteries. Then the build, Warcaster needs to be 210 speed, true speed, or 211 because of the speed set. I saw that it can be tricky, so I went to 211 and it still worked. And then the fastest one was Maneater, like I said, 255. I couldn't get 100% crit rate, some damage. I had no crit damage amulet either, so, you know, I worked with what I got. And again, these are the masteries. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna have the speeds posted in the description. I'm gonna have the 2 links, the ones that I used in the description, and I'm gonna have Bruno's video pinned in the description in case you guys want to go and check it out. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I hope this helps you out there. I think I'm gonna plan and do the other variation with Seeker and see how that one goes, and see if that one can do higher damage, if you can come closer to 1 key than this one. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.